I am reminded of the deeply touching letters, cards, and messages which so many of you have sent my wife and myself.
The royal family has just shared shocking news that no one expected. After years of keeping things private and managing public statements, the palace has confirmed sad information, leaving everyone in shock and sadness. This news marks a difficult time in royal history and raises essential questions about the monarchy's future. So, what happened behind palace walls? The truth is both sad and troubling. The day whispers grew louder than tradition. A surprise announcement shook the palace and changed a routine morning into a tense silence. The royal press secretary looked pale but tried to stay calm while making a blunt statement that stunned everyone. Questions quickly arose. Is it about health issues, an abdication, or something else? But no one was ready for what happened next. Cameras caught the royal family looking tense. Prince William tightened his jaw, almost like he held back a storm. Catherine looked composed, but showed signs of worry. King Charles appeared frail and distant, and Queen Camilla was missing. The silence, no public appearances or updates, raised more questions than answers. Behind the scenes, the king's health had been worse than anyone knew. Rumors about his decline had circulated for months, but now they were confirmed. Then came another surprise. William and Catherine announced the Diana Initiative, claiming it aimed at reform. However, it meant much more. It held deep significance. I've been preparing for this for the last 6 months. We can't go wrong with Charles on my side, William stated. They honored her lasting legacy by naming the initiative after the late Princess Diana. Diana, who died on August 31st, 1997, is still beloved for her kindness and honesty. This initiative linked her spirit to the modern monarchy. The reaction was immediate. Social media shared old videos of Diana visiting hospitals and giving heartfelt interviews. People saw this as a fresh start, which put Camilla in a tough spot after her efforts to build her image since becoming queen in May 2023. Camilla's absence spoke volumes. Was it her choice, a wise move, or a result of changing dynamics? Some insiders said she opposed the Diana Initiative, believing it confused the monarchy's message. But with Charles weak, her influence seemed limited. William and Catherine took charge, leading the discussions and managing the initiative. They did not stay in the background. Diana's images reappeared, her charities gained attention, and her focus on mental health and compassion was evident in every update. Meanwhile, Camilla felt more vulnerable than ever. After years of working for her place, she risked being overshadowed as discussions of a post-Camilla era began. Is this the beginning of a new direction for the royal family or a temporary change? One thing is clear, William and Catherine are stepping forward, connecting Diana's memory to today's monarchy and changing the narrative on the go. As we watch, the big question remains, was this planned, or did history come flooding back? What secrets lie behind the crown? And how will they shape the future? Whispers of a shifting crown. Buckingham Palace has many quiet moments that reveal issues behind the scenes. The latest news about the royal family may sound polished, but serious problems are brewing. King Charles's health is a concern, but there is also a shift in power among the family members. Insiders report restless nights, tense meetings, and a king who looks strong for the cameras but feels regret when alone. The Diana Initiative, which Charles announced, is more than just a charity. To the public, it reminds everyone of Princess Diana, known for her kindness and connection to people. For Charles, it brings back painful memories of past mistakes. Diana's spirit lives on in her son and daughter-in-law. William's ambition and Catherine's calmness remind the world of what they lost with Diana. For Camilla, this is a setback. After working hard to change her image, she feels overshadowed again. People wonder if her absence from some events is planned or how things turned out. There are whispers that her influence is shrinking as Diana's legacy becomes more prominent. William is not trying to claim the throne, but his role is significant. He is modernizing the monarchy by focusing on people's needs. Rumors suggest that much of the initiative's messaging comes from William and Catherine, not Charles's team. If true, this would show a significant change in the next generation's leadership. This must be painful for Charles. He started his reign in May 2023 at Westminster Abbey, but now outside influences are reshaping it. His story, once firmly in his control, is now connected to the woman he wished to forget. As the monarchy moves forward, the key question is not whether William will be king, but what hidden issues may arise in this new chapter of the British crown. Stay tuned for updates. the secret rewriting of the British monarchy. The palace is running smoothly, with routines and schedules in place. However, there is a subtle change happening behind the scenes. Meetings that used to focus on King Charles are increasingly highlighting his son, Prince William. Journalists are now more interested in Kensington Palace scoops than Clarence House. There hasn't been any big announcement, but the shift is noticeable. Prince William, who has always seemed cautious and low-key, now displays focused energy. His speeches have become more serious and thoughtful. Insiders suggest he plans strategies carefully, like a general preparing for a campaign. This isn't a loud takeover, it feels almost accidental. But those paying attention realize it's a deliberate change, and he has support from his wife, Catherine, the Princess of Wales. She has stepped up with a strong presence, connecting with people during hospital visits, schools, and community events. Unlike Queen Camilla, who built her reputation through calculated appearances, Kate has gained public trust through genuine interactions. Each of her outings and kind gestures reinforces her role as a reliable figure in the monarchy. The difference is clear. Queen Camilla, who worked hard to build her image, is now fading from view. Her name appears less in the news, her photos disappear from public spaces, and her charities receive less attention. Some of her close aides have stepped back or retired. To many observers, her quietness seems less like a choice and more like she's being pushed aside. For a queen, becoming irrelevant might be more painful than outright criticism, some say. Even her private home in Wiltshire, Raymil, has become a source of gossip, with rumors of unexpected visitors and mysterious documents showing up. Whether true or not, this creates an image of her isolation. A woman who has worked hard to reach the top now being nudged out of the spotlight. Meanwhile, William and Kate are reshaping the royal family's image. Their influence is evident through thoughtful actions and public warmth, reflecting the same qualities that made Princess Diana so admired. The Diana Initiative, honoring her compassion and drive, is gaining momentum and becoming central to this new era. King Charles is still the king, but many see him as a figurehead, allowing change without resistance. For Camilla, this might feel like being left out. For William and Kate, it's their time to shine. This situation offers a chance for growth. The buzz suggests the monarchy isn't disappearing, it's quietly reinventing itself. Its strength is now rooted in William and Kate's steady presence. Not just their titles. In this power shift, the crown isn't falling. It's just being resized. The world is watching closely, wondering if the next queen may already be leading in all but name. But what if silence speaks louder than royal titles? Could secrets be shaking the royal family? When silence spoke louder than crowns. Buckingham Palace made no big announcements, but everyone knew what was happening. This unspoken message spread quietly through the halls. This silence was more powerful than any speech for King Charles, who waited over 70 years for the crown. It was clear that something important was happening. Meetings increased, phones rang constantly, and schedules changed. Still, the king felt left out of a shift already happening. The Diana Initiative appeared in the news. It felt like a rebellion, but was not framed as one. It pushed William and Catherine into the public eye while Charles was on the edges of his reign. Charles's first reaction was disbelief, not anger. He wondered, has compassion really become a strategy? The tension was thick when he and William finally talked at Clarence House. Feeling worn out but determined, Charles asked why he had been left out and why the crown felt exposed without his say. William responded calmly, "This isn't a discussion. It's a strategy. This moment changed everything." Charles, used to tradition, wanted to keep things stable. Shaped by scandals, William understood that they needed to act quickly and connect with people now. To Charles, it felt rushed. To William, it was about steering the ship. There was no agreement, just a heavy silence as Charles walked away. For the first time, staff began to notice a power shift. Courtiers changed their approach, advisors wrote new plans, and aides treated William as the one in charge instead of just the heir. It might not have been an official handover, but it marked a significant change in influence. Power was quietly moving to the next generation. What secrets drive this quiet rivalry between father and son? And how will it affect the royal family? Stay tuned. Whispers of a silent rivalry. The first sign of trouble began with a simple comment, not a big speech or official order. At a charity lunch, Queen Camilla smiled when asked about the Diana Initiative and said, "The monarchy has always served with dedication. We don't need to invoke the past to prove it." Although some saw this as polite talk, many in the media and public interpreted it as a slight against Diana and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, who honors her memory. Within hours, headlines analyzed her words. Social media suggested it showed a hidden rivalry, something the palace disliked but could not stop. Commentators questioned whether Camilla was protecting tradition or looking out for herself. Polls showed that Catherine's popularity, already high since the Diana Initiative's launch in early 2024, rose even more. Catherine did not respond right away. After a few days, she spoke at a low-key event for the initiative and said, "This work isn't about the past, it's about the future we build together." Her message was calm, composed, and assertive. This wasn't just a response, it shifted the attention, clarifying that while Camilla favors the old monarchy, Catherine supports change. The public reacted positively. Experts wondered whether this was a style difference or a real power struggle. Palace insiders quickly assured everyone there is unity. However, some insiders hinted at Catherine's growing influence. She is now shaping discussions, guiding plans, and quietly changing royal leadership. We see two women with different visions. While the palace seems calm, the public is already choosing sides. What is really driving these rivalry rumors, and how deep does this go? Keep watching as the story unfolds. Whispers of a royal rift. Whispers about tension within the monarchy have been spreading in the palace. These aren't just typical rumors, they hint at deeper issues. Princess Anne, usually calm and collected, has shown real frustration, raising questions about whether this is just family drama or a sign of trouble for the monarchy. Anne, known for her strong principles, is now challenging Queen Camilla. Anne believes the monarchy should serve the people and does not tolerate anyone undermining that, including a queen. Camilla, who has faced public scrutiny for years, is hard to push aside. Her resilience and strategic thinking often clash with Anne's directness. This tension has a long history. Anne had strong feelings for Andrew Parker Bowles decades ago, but royal rules prevented their marriage. Meanwhile, Camilla's connections with both Andrew and Charles complicated matters further. The cold interactions between Anne and Camilla today come from unresolved issues and past betrayals. When Anne shows her disapproval, it's not just stubbornness, it reflects years of conflict. Camilla's strength comes from her struggle to find acceptance in the royal family. As people watch closely, the conflict between Anne and Camilla raises essential questions about influence and loyalty in the monarchy. What secrets are hidden behind the crown, and how might they affect the royal family? Shadows behind the crown. The British monarchy is facing challenges. This family has a long history, but now deals with memories, loyalties, and power struggles. Two critical women are at the center, Princess Anne and Queen Camilla. Their relationship is tense, going beyond polite smiles at public events. This story began in 1973 when Anne married Captain Mark Phillips and Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles. However, Camilla truly loved Charles, and he felt the same way. By 1981, when Charles married Diana, this connection had already caused a lot of heartache, leading to a well-known love triangle. For years, many blamed Camilla for Diana's pain, and she faced public anger. Still, Camilla worked hard to rebuild her image and outlast the negative feelings with patience and wise decisions. In contrast, Anne has always focused on her royal duties. She is loyal, straightforward, and protective of her brother. She saw the fallout from royal relationships and understood Diana's struggles. Perhaps she never fully forgave Camilla for her role in them. Anne remained distant after Charles and Camilla's wedding in 2005, which the late Queen approved. She was polite but not warm, even suggesting Camilla could never be a true queen in her eyes. Over time, some tensions eased. Camilla's charity work helped her gain some respect. At public events, the two women began to show minor signs of friendliness, glances and smiles when they thought no one was watching. However, an unspoken gap still existed, reminding everyone of past hurts. Recently, tensions rose again at the University of London's Great Hall, where Camilla received recognition for her literacy initiatives. The atmosphere was fancy yet tense. Camilla entered gracefully while Anne kept a serious demeanor, with every action under scrutiny. When Camilla invited Anne to go first, Anne declined and let Camilla lead. This small action held significant meaning. A few days later, Buckingham Palace announced Camilla would miss a major royal event due to treatment for a chest infection. While this might seem normal, the timing raised questions. Was it a health issue or something more strategic? Anne is carrying out her duties in New Brunswick, which has sparked rumors about a possible conflict with Camilla over royal values. Anne focuses on duty and structure, while Camilla aims to improve her image. There is growing speculation about legal troubles and power struggles, which could either fade away or lead to a crisis for the monarchy. Behind the formal events, the royal family is dealing with rivalries and changing alliances. Every action, absence, and statement is closely watched. Are they facing their biggest internal challenge yet? Share your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for updates.